Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and it is time for my favorite video of the month, which is my monthly reset routine. Last month, prepping for April, I actually did kind of like my 8-step guide, like all of the exact steps that I like to take every single month to help me build the ultimate reset routine that makes me feel completely refreshed, reset, and ready for a new month. So I'm not really going to dive into like exact steps that I take. We're just going to kind of do it together. I'll show you guys what I'm doing. You guys can do it along with me, and hopefully it gives you some motivation to get your life together, get cleaned up, tidied up, and mentally reset for May. I can't believe we're just a couple days away from May now, and it is absolutely just mind-blowing to me. I will tell you guys, I'm actually recording this a little bit early because I have my baby shower this weekend, and people are coming here to my house for the baby shower. So we have family coming tomorrow, and then on Saturday is the baby shower, and because of that I need to do a lot of cleaning like today and tomorrow, and so I figured I might as well do kind of like the cleaning portion of my monthly reset routine now, getting ready for the shower. Plus I'm probably going to want to tidy up a little bit after the shower anyway as well. So it's just gonna be realistic. We're gonna do a lot, probably more cleaning than I normally would do on this video. Normally I kind of just do like vacuuming and mopping and tidying up around like the kitchen, the living room and stuff, but like I really want to do like the windows and I don't know, some other stuff like that. So we'll kind of see what ends up happening, but we're obviously going to start off with cleaning because I like just having my space ready for a new month. And then honestly probably on like Monday or Tuesday I'll probably record the second part of this video, which will be like actually resetting with like checking in with my goals, doing a plan with me and all of that. So if you guys like these monthly resets, you know, getting ready for a new month together, then make sure you hit that thumbs up button. With that, let's go ahead and start cleaning.
I'm thinking you were made for me. Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me, wrapped up nice and neat, baby. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with our bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All the second chances, they are nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love. We don't have to move so fast, baby, I will show you how. You can catch my vibe, and right away got so much time, looping in the blurry lights. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All the second chances, they are nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love. The things I love, the things I love, the things I love, 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 love. The things I love, the things I love. Be one of the things I love. The things I love, the things I love, the things I love, 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 love. The things I love, the things I love. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night.
Alright you guys, I'm finally moving on to the next part of this video. If you couldn't tell, all that cleaning and tidying and everything was actually done over like multiple days. So I actually started recording this video last week on Wednesday because I was like, well, I'm cleaning anyway for my baby shower, for my family coming into town, etc. I just well like include this and do this for my monthly reset, but I actually needed to like tidy up again today, obviously after my family left. So did a little bit of tidying up around the kitchen. I still need to do another like vacuum and mop of the floor, but you know what? We are moving on with this video. So the next part is actually actually doing some journaling. I love just sitting down, kind of like reflecting on how the previous month went, writing down my thoughts, good, bad, what I'm looking forward to, what went well, what didn't go well, things I want to work on and improve. And I just think it's a really nice way to kind of do like a brain dump, you know, like let go of anything that bothered you from the month before that you want to move on from, or things that you're like feeling good about, feeling excited for, and things like that. So I'm gonna sit down, do a little bit of journaling for a bit, and then we will move on to the rest of this video, which, as you guys know, is a little bit more like goal setting, planning, things like that. Alrighty, so just finished my journaling, just did some reflecting. We had our baby shower this last weekend, like I mentioned a minute ago, and it was so nice. I felt so, you know, like loved and supported by family, friends. People came to help set up early, people helped with making food, people helped setting up the balloon arch and all these things, and I'm just so grateful to have like such, you know, supportive and helpful people in my life. I also had people flying in from out of state, and it just meant a lot to me that people were willing to come from so far to celebrate us, celebrate baby girl, and all of that. And then of course, like everyone that just came to celebrate us and got us gifts and stuff. It was a very special time. So yeah, it was a good weekend, and just was kind of reflecting on that. Then did some reflecting on like some job stuff. So I mentioned in my video before this one about just like starting to think about looking for a job again, applying to jobs and stuff. So we'll see kind of what happens with that. But basically the context is that I am just considering like looking at jobs again, instead of doing YouTube full-time. I would love to keep doing YouTube full-time, but it's just not quite making enough, essentially, money. I know, you know, views and stuff can go up and down, CPM can go up and down, and so it can be a little hard and frustrating when you feel like you're making momentum, but then you have months that are down from the previous month and stuff like that. So with that being said, like I'm just considering looking for a job again to have a little bit more consistent income. But I'll definitely have to, you know, weigh out pros and cons of like how much I would be making versus like my time and childcare and stuff like that, because I know obviously like nannies and daycare can be really expensive, and so I would definitely want it to be worth it. And of course, you know, time with your baby is invaluable, so pros and cons to weigh out, but we'll kind of see what happens with that. I'm gonna keep looking, and you know, maybe things will start picking up with YouTube channel. That would be a best case scenario. But yeah, and then the last thing I kind of was reflecting on is just kind of some anxieties that I have like in the coming month for birth and stuff like that. At this point, since I am beyond 30 weeks now, I would say I'm honestly like not as concerned about premature labor. Like I am, obviously we still want to get to that like 37-week mark, but I'm starting to feel just like, you know, if I went into labor at this point, you know, we would have a NICU stay for sure, but I think things would be pretty good. She would probably be fine and stuff like that. So that's a positive thing. I'm very grateful to have made it this far throughout my pregnancy. Of course, again, I hope to make it another 6 or 7 weeks. But yeah, I think I'm starting to get more concerned about like labor, delivery, the anxieties that come with how that's gonna go, hoping like she's just healthy and that type of thing. So just have been a little anxious about that. So I was reflecting on that, and I guess like my biggest thing has been just trying to reaffirm, you know, that I don't have control over these things. The only thing I have control over is like me listening to my body, getting rest when I need to rest, eating healthy, getting exercise, and just again like paying attention to my body. And if there's something feels wrong, then for sure calling my doctor and stuff like that. And that's all I can really do. So focusing on what I can control, and also just trying to focus on like kind of the best case scenario, best case outcome, and trying to manifest that, right, versus, you know, these other things that I'm scared could happen. But with that, let's move on to the next part of this video, which is reviewing my goals from last month, and then we'll sit down and set some new goals for the month of May. So I have pulled up my goals for the month of April, and we will just go ahead and go through these together. So my word of the month was optimism, and I do feel like I actually did pretty good staying optimistic. Again, it was kind of related to like anxieties and stuff, and I think I would say I just maybe ignoring my anxieties a little bit, trying to just stay positive and stuff like that. And like I just mentioned, I feel like I've found some new anxieties in these last couple of days, so just gonna continue to try to focus on being optimistic, staying positive, and focusing on best case scenario for the month of May. But I will come up with a new word of the month in a little bit. So my goals for the month: post 2 YouTube videos per week. I did do do that except for last week. I did just one video since I was prepping for baby shower and family coming into town. 3 TikToks per week. I don't think I've been very good at doing that, so I definitely need to turn up my game on TikTok. Learn one new thing about being a YouTuber per week. I haven't done that. Well, you guys, I guess I've been a little bit distracted this month with baby shower planning, so I did not do that. Read 4 books. One must be personal development, so let's go through my books really quick. I borrowed one and I gave it back to that person, but the first book I finished this month was Forever Interrupted by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I really liked that book. I just really like Taylor Jenkins Reid and her writing. I just feel like it's very like heartfelt, and a lot of her books are just kind of different than your classic like romance story. So it's a little bit more about, she actually like loses her husband kind of tragically at the very beginning of the book, and it's kind of like her road to healing and that type of thing. I thought it was a really good book. I really liked it. So that was my first book this month. Next I read None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. I actually really liked this thriller. I thought it was like a little different than your typical, you know, murder mystery, whodunit, that type of thriller. It was kind of like this woman was interviewing another woman on her podcast, and kind of as she's going through it, like uncovering all these things about the girl that's being interviewed and her past, and just these like kind of messed up things that happened in her life and what she's doing now to kind of like go about fixing it. And it's obviously not, you know, above bar. Kind of interesting story from that. So I actually really liked this one. Then I did 2 on audio actually from here. The first one was called The Creative Act, A Way of Being, and it's really about finding ways to be more creative, how people are able to like tap into their creative side. And it was actually one that Chris recommended I read. Just being a YouTuber, I needed to think about ways to like be more creative with my videos and things like that. I liked that one as well. Then I did another audiobook. It was called Part of Your World, and this one was just cute little like kind of small town romance. Small town boy, big city girl. Their lives don't, you know, mesh well, but they fall in love anyway, and it was just a really cute story. I actually have the physical book of like the second book of this series, which I think is called Yours Truly, I want to say. So I've been wanting to read the first book because I was like, well, I need to read the first book to read the second book, and now I can start the second book next month maybe. But yeah, I read that book and I really liked it. I thought it was really cute, and I have about a week left in the month as I'm recording this, so I need to read this book. This is our book club pick for April, and we thought this would be kind of fun because it's like golf themed, and Masters was, I don't know if Masters is still going on, but it was going on, and so we were like, well, this is a fun kind of thing to, you know, incorporate during April, during the Masters. And if you haven't read Tessa Bailey, her books are pretty like, you know, classic storyline, easy to read. There's usually some smut in there, so that's kind of fun too. This was our book club book, and I'm gonna start this probably tonight and try and finish it before May. So those are all my books. I think going forward, my probably nonfiction personal development book is going to be a little bit more focused on like parenting type of books, because I do want to feel a little bit more prepared for having a baby, being a parent, and all of that. But let's go back to my goals. So spend at least 1 day per week truly recharging. I do actually feel like I've been doing pretty good about this, making sure that I'm taking at least 1 day for myself, whether that be just relaxing outside, going for a walk, or whatever. I do feel like I've done a good job of that, so that is good. Practice going to bed early. That's been easy because I've been so freaking tired from 3rd trimester exhaustion. Mental health, journal once per week. So I was doing my 5 a.m. routine for a while there. It's gotten a little bit tougher, as I just mentioned, being a little bit more tired with 3rd trimester fatigue and stuff, but I do want to continue to at least be like doing my morning routine of journaling, trying to meditate and stretch in the mornings, versus like just skipping my whole morning routine just because I woke up a little bit later. Create vision board for office, have not done that. Research international trip, did not do that. Decide on baby moon, we did do that. We're not going very far, we're just going up to Utah. It'll be like a 2.5 or 3 hour drive, and we'll be able to bring the dogs. It's kind of like a woodsy cabin, little getaway, and just thought it would be a nice little like relaxing weekend for us. So yeah, that's our plan for our baby moon. Excited to do that. Start setting up the nursery. We have started doing that. I am going to try and do like a Nest With Me nursery, setting up the nursery vlog, so hopefully that'll be coming out in the coming weeks as I get it all put together. And then do minor upgrades to the decor and the living spaces. I honestly didn't really do that. That just got kind of deprioritized as there was a lot of other higher priority things to do and buy over the last couple of weeks. So those are all of my goals for April. I feel like April was very much a prepping for baby shower month, starting to prep for baby, and that's going to be kind of how May is too. So I think I just need to like reassess my goals a little bit and make sure that it's realistic for kind of where my priorities are. So with that, I'm going to sit down and update my goals for the month of May. So of course, first thing we're doing doing is updating this month to May, and I was trying to think of what word I wanted to do for my word of the month as per usual. And while I still wanted to have an emphasis on optimism, I always want to try and push myself to think of a new word. So my new word of the month for May is going to be manifest. I liked this word because I really just want to manifest positive things in my life, like a healthy baby, healthy pregnancy, healthy labor and delivery, and all those things. So just focusing on positives and working on, manifesting those things. So I started updating my goals here, but then I decided I kind of want to have this in categories. So things like career goals and health and fitness goals and things like that. So I started updating these to be within a category so I could just kind of sparse them out and digest them a little bit easier. So now that I have these separated into categories, let's go through my goals really quick. For career, I pretty much kept these all the same, posting 2 YouTube videos, 3 TikToks, and learning one new thing about being a YouTuber, which I just changed that to being learning one new thing about being a YouTuber in general this month rather than per week. That feels a little bit more attainable to me. So next was personal, which I just went ahead and kept these of read 4 books, including 1 personal development or parental related, because we're getting really close to baby time, and continue to practice going to bed early before 10 p.m. For mental health, I just broke these out into individual goals. So journaling once per week, meditating 5 minutes 2 times per week, doing my morning stretching routine of 10 to 15 minutes, and then spending 1 day truly recharging. I added in some physical health goals since it's been a little tough to get to the gym lately. I am just making the goal for myself to go on at least 1 30-minute walk outside per day, and I'm going to try and get to the gym 2 to 3 times per week over these next 2 months before baby gets here. Next category was around the house, and for this I mostly just want to work on finishing setting up the nursery and nesting. And then for the last category, I just did other for something that doesn't really fit in other categories, and for this I just have continuing to think about our potential international trip. And those are all of my goals for the month of May. Great, so for the final step of my monthly reset routine, I like to look at my calendar, my planner, and see if there's anything that I need to do to kind of plan for the coming months ahead. All right, so yeah, today is the 23rd. We have one more more week left in the month of April. Can't believe it's about to be May. Absolutely crazy, wild, bonkers, exciting. Just means life is about to change even more. Just kind of crazy to think about. So again, we have Chris's birthday, my husband's birthday, so make sure you guys all wish him a happy birthday in the comments. We have kind of some smaller social plans going on this week, but I'm just gonna leave those off here. Early next week, don't have much going on. I do start my birthing class on May 1st. It's a 4-week series, so that starts next week, which is gonna be interesting. Hopefully it doesn't freak me out or anything. The second is book club, so we need to add that in. Val and her husband are visiting next weekend, which will be super fun. It'll be pretty chill because I can't really do much, so hopefully just good weather, full time, hanging out, maybe go out to dinner or something like that. And the birth class is every week, so nothing. We're doing our baby moon that following weekend, and then after that we're pretty much just gonna be here because I think we're kind of really just trying to keep things open in case the baby comes early. June 1st I'll be 36 weeks, and so that's pretty much full term, and that's only 1, 2, 3, 4, only 5.5 weeks from today. So basically in 5.5 weeks I'll be considered full term, and I just would rather with the whole premature labor and stuff thing, I'd rather just be kind of here and available. And of course we can use these weekends to kind of finish up any prepping we need to do around the house. Would love to do some freezer meals and stuff like that, so hopefully we can use some of these open weekends to just continue to get ready if we need to finish anything on the nursery, just stuff like that. So, and then when we get to June, again wide open currently, I'm just gonna add in due date. Can't believe it's less than 10 weeks away. My parents are coming, and they're not actually going to stay here, but they're going to be kind of here a few days before the due date, and then they'll probably stay through the 4th of July. Hopefully baby comes sometime while they're here, but that's literally the only things we have going on in June. It'll just be kind of waiting for her to arrive and seeing what happens. So that's kind of our plans for the next 2 months, is just prepping for baby. We have a few small social things. We have our baby moon, and that's about it. Well, you guys, this should pretty much wrap it up for May's reset routine. I hope you guys did it along with me. Let me know what you're doing for your monthly reset, or if you did it along with me. If you did some cleaning, did some goal setting, let me know what your goals are for the month of May. I would definitely love to just kind of be consistent with getting to the gym, getting some movement in, and again kind of just listening to my body this month and making sure that I'm taking time to relax, recover, and do whatever I need to do to bring a healthy baby into this world in a few short weeks. And then also gonna be doing a lot of nursery prep and nesting and like getting ready for the baby and stuff like that. So those are kind of my main goals this month. And of course, like YouTube stuff, just continue to be consistent with YouTube, social media, etc., and hopefully continue to see some good growth in May. But yeah, those are basically all of my goals for May. It's going to be hopefully a quieter, chill month. I'm looking forward to our baby moon. That should be really fun to just kind of have like a weekend getaway for me and Chris where we can just relax together with the pups and have a little, you know, relaxing weekend getaway. But yeah, that's basically it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed my monthly reset routine. I love making these videos, so hopefully you guys enjoy watching them. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and again, let me know down in the comments what you're doing for yours or what goals you have for the month of May. But that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch up with you next time.